Hi, everyone, and welcome to What's Holding You Back. Let's get started. Aries to Pisces. Okay, Aries. Timestampers, thank you. Aries, what is this? So, Aries, for some of you, you have many options as to what you're going to choose, but you know what Spirit's saying? I mean, it's so obvious. Spirit's saying, really follow your heart. Don't go after Aries the money, because you'll be disappointed. It's not all it's cracked up to be. So what's holding you back is the distinction between what really holds your heart as to what you want to do for whatever, your job, career, whatever, even the institution of love. Is the institution of love in every aspect of your life. Is it about love or is it about money? And Spirit's saying, be careful, because this karmic cycle could very well come back around if you decide that you choose one thing over the other that is not heart-based, right? I mean, that's, it's general for sure. But, I mean, isn't that the truth, right? A lot of us take jobs at some point of our lives who say, okay, I'm giving you, X amount of dollars. And you're like, yeah, I'm in, And then, a few months later or a year later, you're like, what the heck did I do? All right, so be mindful of that. All right, let's go. Taurus. Taurus, for some of you, you want out. A job is holding you back. You're working too hard. You want to look for a new job. Some of you Taurians, you need a new job. Sorry about the glare. You either ended a job, or you're getting ready to end a job. And you've worked a long time at this job. Let's say, right now, 8 months is a long time, but I'm going to the extreme of 8 years. What's holding you back is saying I'm out. And you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to find a way to get out of your own way. That's what they're saying. This world card with the wheat reminds me of wait. I heard wait. They had me look at the wheat and I heard wait. So if you are, which you don't want to do, so others of you, Spirit's saying, don't cut ties until you have another job lined up, because you'll regret it. Okay. Let me just shuffle here for Gemini. Gemini could be dealing with a Leo. Gemini, here's the thing. You have wanted something so bad for so long, and it's coming. So, you may be thinking that it's not, whatever you're doing, career, your job, education, you need to believe that it's going to be exactly what Spirit says. Your prayers will be answered. And some of you don't believe it, right? It's like you have to see this 10 of Pentacles, right, to believe it. But Spirit's saying, be strong in your faith, and it's just going to come within the next month. So hang tight and bring no doubt. Faith has no doubts. There are no doubts in heaven, right? So as above, so below. Cancers. Cancers, I feel this is a boss. The minute this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn came out, I felt like, all right, is this shit going to start all over again? Where we're going to fight? I don't know. It could be a boss. I felt a boss first, but it could definitely be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn spouse, live-in, whatever, right? Someone who is really pulling their weight, and they're trying to use their cleverness, being real clever, to succeed. Maybe someone climbed the corporate ladder, but they didn't climb it according to what that literally means in corporate America. What does that mean? Maybe they didn't get their master's or bachelor's, but they're able to convince others, right, that they're worthy of the job, and now someone may be looking for a new job and doing the same exact thing as they did before. Cancers, I feel you know this person and you know how they work. And that's what's getting in your way of you having the master's, bachelor's. You have the credentials. Excuse me. I feel you have the credentials, but someone else is trying to override by sweet talking, by kissing ass, whatever. And you're like, I'm not dealing with this again. If this is a boss telling you and promising you stuff, be mindful of that. Ask questions, but ask them in a way that like it's 2 steps or 3 steps ahead of that person. Seriously, they're trying to manipulate it. And they're also trying to tell you everything that you want to hear instead of, what is it that they're going to offer you? Are they really going to offer you a seat on the board? Do you know what I mean? That's a King of Pentacles, right? So, ask questions. Look at the stats. What do they value? Look at their background, okay? Okay, Leo. So, Leos. So we have issues in the family where, okay, everything's great. The love is great. Things are happening. They're moving forward. But the issue of maybe I'm hearing economic stall. That's what they said. Economic stall. A stalling of income coming in. Maybe you're looking at doing something, Leos, in the home, right? Trying to incorporate a business out of your home. And it's kind of like it's not fully recognized, is what they're saying. It's not fully all the blueprints. You have to look at every angle of what you're going to do in order to do it, right? So look at all of what you're doing. Ask, for some of you, ask your family members for help. Maybe a family member is like saying, I don't think this is worth, your time and effort, but you're like, no, I'm going for it. So if there's a holdback, maybe you do need to pause. If you do need to really look at what it is that you're doing. It is about the home for sure, though, okay? I feel there's the inequality of what you really love doing and being able to do it, okay? So take that idea, take that, pause and make something happen, but you and I both know that taking action, Leos, is a great idea, but you have to make sure that the idea is, you go from A to Z and write everything down, strategize, brainstorm. Cluster your ideas. Write things down. Okay. Virgo. Virgo. Being seen in the public eye. Oh, wow. You just came right out. Look at that. What could possibly be holding you back, right? I feel, Virgos, you're being seen for what you do for a living. People value what you do for a living. You've worked hard for what you do for a living. I mean, it's really great. Now, the only holdback, really drawback, would be that, some of you may, well, and I don't feel it's a drawback, quite frankly, Virgo, because you guys never give yourselves enough credit. So I feel like the drawback is is the opposite of you not feeling your worth and worthiness. I feel now some of you have dropped that so-called inferiority complex and literally embraced what you do for a living and being seen in the public eye. For others, it is. You're shy. You used to be shy, and now you're like out there, more extroverted, right? Dealing with people and knowing how to deal with people on the same level as them. So there really is, Virgo, no holding back here. I feel like if you felt that inferiority complex, you're actually coming out of that. You're coming out of your shell and really valuing who you are, what you do for a living, and people really seeing that finally. Yes, I love that. I mean, if anyone is one of the hardest signs to accept their value is a Virgo. It's like, come on, do you not see how amazing you are, right? You probably know it, but you don't want to talk about it. Let's just say that. Should we leave it at that, Virgo? All right, Libra. Libra. Okay, what? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Our card comes out, right? Libra, what is the decision? Is the decision to start something new maybe you're starting something new and you're not really sure how to go about it, right? Some of you are looking to new places right, on social media. Like, okay, so how do I start this? What do I need in terms of, what is the prerequisite of what I need in order to incorporate what I'm going to get ready to do? It could be something very foreign to you. You really don't know how to go about executing it. So it's really important that you look at every angle as well. I did tell Virgo that, but this is a different type of thing. This is about research. You have to research. You have to dig in there. You have to ask questions. Ask those people who have already been doing what you want to do. Get their feedback, get their input, and that will help you make the decision as to whether or not you're going to solidify going for it, or maybe it's just not worth your time and or effort, right? I feel this full supermoon that we had in Aquarius might have given, it might have helped you to intuitively get some downloads from Spirit as to how to incorporate this or how to start it, right? Let me know, for sure. Always, always leave comments. I love your comments, you guys, really. And thank you. All right, let's go. It's not so much, these reads for what's holding us back is not always a hold back as much as it is. Sometimes it's a pause. Sometimes it's not necessary to hold back, or what we envision as a hold up or a hold back, what's holding us back is ourselves, right? And how we envision or how we believe it to be, look, feel, and taste, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, Scorpios. So we have here your card. So this, honestly, I feel that that your position, right, what you do for work, right, you need to be more assertive when it comes to, okay, so listen up. You know, I need to make sure that on, every 2 weeks you get paid your full, payments, whatever. Your job is about this. This Five of Pentacles is like someone just gives you half of what you rightfully deserve. And this is going to be, you're cutting that out. It's time to speak up. It's time to say, no, I'm not going to do that any longer, right? You have the Death card. So no longer, Scorpio, do you or should you expect to be treated any less than the next person who gets their payout in 2 weeks, right? Or whatever, your paycheck, right? It is about the paycheck. It's about how you value yourself and how you look at yourself in terms of like speaking up and being assertive, right? You've got to be assertive. If what is the saying that, ask and you shall receive? I mean, come on. If you go into the boss's office and say, okay, well, you know what? We haven't really discussed a raise here, and what's, why, right? Or can we talk about it, right? Instead of someone just clearly taking the reins and not literally paying you what you are so rightfully deserving of, right? Five of Pentacles, come on. That's half of the pie. That's not the whole pie, right? Don't settle for less. Okay. Saggies. Saggies. All right, what's happening? Wow, Saggies. Oh my gosh, what? Do I stay or do I go? Oh my gosh, look at this. Do I stay or do I go? Are we lifting off in love, or has this just died? I mean, what's love, right? What's love got to do with it, right? A B and or J could be part of person, place, or thing. I feel like truly when you see yourself in love, right? Are you rising up and growing in a relationship, or is this the end of a relationship so that we can, move on, right? I also feel for others, it's not an ending of a relationship as it is, okay, I am rebirthing a part of me in order to make my relationship better for the person you're with, right? So I need to share more of how I feel with whom I love, right? So that we can keep this growing, leveling up. I feel for some of you Saggies, for sure, you're leveling up in love and truly starting to express how you feel. And it's not by verbal expression. It's not. It's actually, it is indeed the physical expression of feelings, showing your feelings, right? It's like a whole new, thing for Saggies, because you guys usually are very truthful, but that's just a verbal, that's you express yourself verbally, but I feel you're really feeling some deep-seated feelings. And for some of you, it's growing for sure. A relationship's growing. And for others, maybe we need a reset. Okay, Capricorn, look at, you came right out. Look at that. Beautiful. Sorry about the glare. All right, Capricorns, what's happening? Capricorn and a lover, a soulmate. Is this person, Capricorn, is this person that you're with a lover or a soulmate from a past life lover? Are you questioning the relationship in terms of, am I really feeling this person that I'm with? Are they transforming into like the love of my life, right? Are you questioning your feelings, Capricorn? Do they hold the same honorability that you do? So that's how you know, right? Do you see yourself feeling like when you're with this person, it feels like home? That's how you know, right? Are you having deja vu? For some of you, I feel like deja vu moments, right? And now you're like, oh my God, yes, this feels right. I'm happy. I'm content. This is good. Some of you, the relationship has really transformed and you're like, you're almost, there's nothing holding you back here. This is like, go for it. Seriously, Capricorns, I love this read. I love this. Go for it. Don't hold back. If you have 2 kids, then you're truly this beautiful family home, right? It feels like home. It's beautiful. It's off the chain, Capricorn. Good for you. Excellent. All right, Aquarius. I think we got 2 signs this week that are like, maybe more actually. I feel this is like things are coming together. I mean, obviously we're feeling a lot of changes with, the 2 full supermoons in the month of August, but I feel that these transitional changes or awareness, clarity are leveling a lot of us, are leveling up the playing field of vibrating on a higher level and really letting go of some and cutting out a lot of crap. I love that. I feel like it's happening. Even though it feels like literal hell, it does. But, this earth plane is purgatory. So, what can we say about that? All right. That's for a podcast for sure. All right, Aquarius. So we're dealing with, potentially, if you are, I don't really, for most of you, I don't feel it's an external Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I feel honestly that you're dealing with someone who's delving into the financial balancing your, like this could be an accountant for sure. An accountant telling you where and how to invest. Maybe you're getting some intel from someone who really can feel their way through, the marketplace, if it is the marketplace. If you're buying and or selling something, you want to make sure that you get your money's worth for sure. If you change the way, for some of you Aquarians, if you change the way you're feeling about how you earn a living, you'll be surprised at how you will you'll embrace whatever comes and you'll go with the flow instead of trying to control. Okay? That's good. Just go with the flow. The rest does come naturally, but you have to change your perspective about how you believe, your belief systems, etc. Okay, Pisces. Pisces. Not yet. Pisces. This one. Pisces, you may be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag from a past life, right? Oh my gosh, look at this. All right, so here's the thing though, Sag. Or I said Sag. You may be dealing with the Sag. Sorry, Pisces. I feel like this Leo, Aries, Sag is someone who's really dangling the carrot. I really do. They're dangling the carrot of what? This king in this deck, the Gilded Tarot Royale, this king is the only king that does not have a crown. And there's a reason for that, because he is potentially a player. So Pisces, if you're dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag who may be a player, or it's a past lover from, whenever, he also has a lot of financial, he has the money, but he's dangling the carrot to get you to what? To be with you? Is it real? Is it just like taking you out for dinner and just, okay, so now they're, it's just the sex, right? Because this guy is a player, all right? So maybe it's like he feels really good. It feels like a past life relationship, but sometimes, just so you know, Pisces, a past life relationship can also be teaching us, what is it that we really want in relationships. You choose. I mean, here's the thing. You guys need to choose. You know what I mean? Maybe this feels like a past life relationship that you had when you meet someone or you're with this person. And I really feel this guy's, trying to manipulate the terrain. Like, look at what I've got, that. I have a great car, I have a big house, blah, blah, blah. Don't you want, what's that song? Don't you want me, baby? Yeah, right? Yeah. That's how I feel, Pisces. Just watch out. Maybe you're also being tested and teased by a Leo, Aries, Sag. Just saying. Be careful of who you deal. I mean, all right, they're telling me background checks. Background check. All right, let's get some karma cards for the collective read and see what's happening. Of course, now I'm like literally in the dark here. Funny, right? I'm in the dark. All right, but we have 3 cards here. We have the first card is in our 6th house, which is Virgo, right? So serving others, knowing our value, valuing ourselves, right? Knowing how we are here to serve, for what purpose. And this is in Virgo because now we have Virgo. So not only do we have the 6th house of serving, it's the Blessed Mother, right? The Virgin. We also are being asked to serve. And what do you do to serve, right? How do you serve? And then the 3rd one is in Pisces, which we just went through. So isn't it interesting that Pisces, you guys did have the dangling of the carrot? So this collective read is, be certain that you're not karmically drawn to the external materialistic stuff of life, right? Instead of really going with what your heart truly wants. And the flip side of that is serving others, right? This is a karmic thing. This is karma. Pisces is the 12th house of karma. All right, so we're talking about what we dream, how we dream. We're also talking about spiritual versus materialistic right here. This is material, this is spiritual, right? Use your intuition when it comes to making decisions about how you serve, who you deal with, who you allow in your circle of friends and family, especially work-related issues. When it comes to choosing not to go for just that 3D power, money, sex, drugs, rock and roll, right? What we want to encourage our own belief systems. We want to encourage our own selves to not be swayed by those who have all of that, but not enough of their spiritual senses. Okay? So how you sense others in terms of what they truly want from you could remain your karmic drive, or could be you could be asked, especially with these 2 full supermoons, it's time to cut the karmic ties of wanting all of that American dream, right? And really honing in on how we feel now. You know, we're living in a really different time. The new world order is upon us. We're making history, guys. So literally review what it is that really matters. And in terms of when I say matters, I don't mean, you know, the power, money, sex, all that. That goes away tomorrow. But spiritually, cutting those ties brings you to an ascension of a higher vibration. And this is what the collective is asking of us, not to be so swayed into what others believe to be, or we used to believe to be, the American dream. I send you so much love and light. Take care.